Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 3 in our car modeling series. So today we're going to create a car manifold, and if you don't know what a car manifold is, check out the video. Here we go. Okay everybody, so we're in Maya 2020. This is part 3 in our car modeling series, and I'm going to show you a technique how you can create a car engine manifold. And if you don't know what that is, just to make a very long story very short, it's part of the exhaust system, right? A bunch of pipes running out of the engine. Anyway, yeah, so let's get modeling. So we're going to take a polygon cube. We're going to go in here, we're going to right click and go to face. Top one, bottom one, delete, jump to the side. We're going to hit the insert key in object mode because we want to move the pivot point. So if you hit W, it's down in the middle, hit the insert key. We're going to hold down a V and snap it to the bottom, hit the insert key again. And now with W selected, we're going to hold down X and snap it up here. We're going to right click at a vertex, drag select the top view and push that down to about there. All right, then we're going to go to object mode, Control D to duplicate. Let's move it over here to something like maybe this, and then Shift D and Shift D. So now suddenly we have 4 of these. Now you're probably wondering, why am I making squares? Because pipes should be round, right? Well, check this out. Select it, hit 3, boom, there you go. Okay, hit 1 to go back. So we have these 4. Now I need to copy this guy. So Control D to duplicate, E to rotate, hold down J and flip it like so. Move it forward. So W, rotate it again like this. And then I need to align that. So we're going to go up to the top. And that guy will be, I would say, somewhere over here, most likely, because that's going to be the pipe section. So we're going to go in here, we're going to drag select. Let's move that to, yeah, okay, we'll move that to here, okay? And then we'll have a look from this view. It needs to go up as well, of course. Object mode, let's move that up. Let's have a look. That would be about right, yeah. And then what we need to do is we need to have one more of these. So Control D again, W to move, and we're going to move that straight up. We're going to E to rotate it. We're going to flip it on its side like so. And then we're going to hit W again, and we're going to move that over here. And we're going to find a nice position for that one. So that would be, I would say, somewhere around there. Yeah. Okay. So that's our setup so far. Height wise, we need to fix that a little, and maybe not, because sometimes it's kind of cool if you have a little bit of extra going on there. But for argument's sake, I won't make it too crazy. Let's keep it fairly close, right? So you could have it perfectly aligned like this. I'm going to keep it slightly higher just for the effect, right? Okay, now let's connect these up. So we have, we're going to combine this all in one object. We're going to select all of it. We're going to go to Edit Mesh and Combine. And the reason why we're doing that, where do you go? Edit Mesh, Mesh and Combine, sorry, yeah. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in, we're going to go to Edge, double click on this guy, Shift, double click on this guy, go to Edit Mesh, Bridge, Option Box, Edit, Reset Settings, so we're all on the same page. We're going to select Smooth Path and Curve. We're going to set the subdivision level to 7, and we're going to hit Bridge. Boom. That's the first one. Now we need to connect these 3 up as well. And of course, this guy up here. Let's do this one first. So double click here, Shift, double click here, G to repeat last command, like that. And there's a very slight raise there, but that's fine. And then we need to add edge loops here. So we're going to go in here and I'm going to insert edge loop, and we'll set it to manual, right? And we'll go in here and I'll put one in, I would say about there. One would be about there. One there. One right there. One right there. And one right there. Okay. Then we're going to go in and we're going to hit Q on the keyboard. Right click, go to face. 1, 2, 3. Delete those. We're going to right click, go to edge. Double click, shift, double click. Edit mesh and bridge. Settings are still good. Double click, double click. G to repeat last command. Double click and double click. And G to repeat last command. Now you see that this one's coming in a little bit, which is kind of cool. I think that looks nice. This one, I kept it fairly even. Like I said, I could have gone up a little bit. I still can by going in here to edge. Yeah. Actually, let's go to vertex. We'll go to vertex. Okay, so we got that. I'm gonna hit B for soft select and increase it a little bit. Hit W and slightly raise that up like so. Okay. Now this looks a lot cooler when everything is rounded out. So let's go in here. Let's hit B to turn off soft select, and let's hit 3 to preview smooth. Now suddenly you got this pipe system, which is starting to look a lot like a manifold system. Now if you want these arches to be more perfectly in line, you could go and tweak that a little bit by going into edge, double clicking on this guy, B for soft select, and then slightly raise that up. You don't have to, but you can, right? I don't want to do that much. I kind of like the fact that it looks the way it does. I might want to remove one edge though. Hit B to turn that off. This guy right here. By hitting Control Delete, you got a little different arch there. Or let's see, I kind of need it, but I might want to move it a little bit. Take this guy. Yeah, it looks a bit better. All right. So yeah, like I said, I kind of like the fact that that pipe's coming in, right? Okay, so and this guy, we might make it a bit shorter. We don't have to, but again, we can. So we're gonna go in here and just kind of move the whole thing in like so. Yeah. All right, so that's what we have so far. Now we need to connect that up, right? So we're gonna create two components, a ring and basically something to bolt it down. Yeah. So let's create the ring first. That's not too complicated. Create, we're gonna go to polygon primitives. Let's do a pipe. And we're gonna go in here and the dimensions, we're gonna hit R. We're gonna push that down quite a bit. Then we're gonna go in here and have a look. That's a pretty tight fit. We're gonna go into here. We're gonna double click and shift double click. Let's bring that in. Oops. Shift double click to bring that in here, and as we do so it will flatten out a little bit, which is perfect. So on these two sides there, you can correct that by doing this if you like, but I kind of like it like that, so that's fine. And then what we'll do is we'll go in here to edge and we'll take the 4 edges and we'll bevel that. Let's do 0.2 and go in here, and then what we'll do is we'll go to mesh and smooth to actually smooth that. Looks fine, and we might want to bring it in just a little. So there you go. Now this guy is still in preview smooth mode, so if we want to go back, what we're going to do is going to go to mesh and smooth as well, and we'll set that at a subdivision level of 2. All right, so now that we have that, we are going to copy this, of course. And let me just jump over here, 4 for wireframe mode. Makes it a bit easier. So while I'm moving this, I can hold down V like that, and then do Shift D and Shift D. Yeah. So we've got all of those. We're going to want one up there as well. So I might just do that right now. Control D to duplicate. Move it over, E to rotate, flip it up like so. Jump over here, W to move, hold down V, and there you have it. And almost there, yeah. Alrighty. And then the second piece you want is basically what I was talking about, where you can bolt things down, yeah? So for that, what we'll do is we'll create a polygon pipe again. And where do you go? Polygon pipe, yeah. We'll move it over here, and we'll go in. We'll right click, go into face, get rid of all of these. Then we'll jump into the top, F to frame. We'll get rid of all of these. All right. Then we'll take this guy and we'll hit H to hide it for a second. And we'll take this guy and we'll tweak it a little bit. So first we're gonna go in here and let's see, yeah. We're gonna go in here to vertex and take these three and basically pull it out like so. And maybe just push that in, right? A little bit further, there you go. And I want to make sure when I flip this over that it fits. So we're going to hit Control D to duplicate, E to rotate, hold down J. So that would go over there, as you can see. And the one next to it would overlap, which is not good. So we need to tweak this guy quite a bit, yeah? So what we're going to do is we're going to hit R. We're going to scale it in. That would probably be better, yeah? And then what we're going to do is you're going to go in, take this edge from here to there, and we're going to scale it out, hit W, scale it some more, let's see, a little bit more. That should work fine, okay. So, check, double check. Let's do another copy. That should be fine once it's lined up. Yeah, okay. So we got that. I want to have a hole right here. So let me just hide this for a second. We're going to go in here. We're going to go to Modeling Toolkit. Let's go to multi-cut from here to there. Enter, and from there to there, enter, and then we're going to go in and insert one edge loop and set it to multiple and one, so it'll be in the middle, and we'll put one in here and one in there. Close that up, and I want to connect that here as well, so we'll go back to multi-cut, enter, and there to there, and enter. Okay. Now we're going to go in here, Q on the keyboard. We're going to go to vertex, select that one, go to edit mesh and chamfer. Yeah, there you go. And that we're going to make a little bit more round, right? So that one's going to go over here, and these two will kind of be pulled out. And these will be pulled out a little bit as well. Let's push that back in. Yeah, it's not bad. All right. So we got that. Now, thing is, we need to align these ends here. So let's do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit W. We're going to move that over here. And then I'm going to go to vertex, select that, and we're going to hit W, and we're going to snap it, and snap it, yeah. And we'll do the same here. Snap it, and snap it. So now we can take this guy, Control D to duplicate, E to rotate. Let's go to modify center pivot first. Yep. E to rotate, hold down J. Hit W, we're going to move that over. After frame. We're going to select them both. Let's go to mesh and combine. Then we're going to go to a vertex and take these and go to edit mesh and merge. There you go. And then we're going to go in here and we're going to extrude it, give it some thickness. Let's do 0.15, maybe less, 0.1. That's better. And then we're going to go in here, right click at the edge, double click, shift double click, shift double click. So we've got all of those. 5, we're going to bevel that 0.15, which is fine. Let's go in here, take out these guys. And then we'll bridge those. Edit mesh bridge, option box, reset, linear path. Let's do one division, bridge, double click, shift double click, G to repeat last command, there you go. And then we can go in here to mesh and smooth if we like, which will give us something like that. Now we might need to make it a little bit smaller. Could be. Let's go to display and show all. Right. So this guy, W to move. Let's hold down V, and it might just fit. Control D to duplicate. W. Hold down V. Yeah, it does. Shift D, Shift D. Perfect, perfect. Okay, we want to bring them all down. That's fine. And then we want one up here. Okay, so Control D to duplicate, W to move over, E to rotate, hold on J, flip it up, and then we're going to jump up to the top, F to frame, we're going to hit the W to move it, we're going to hold down V, and F to frame again. Looks like we're centered. And we'll do the same here, move down, and looks like we're good. Alright guys, and here's our manifold. So yeah, if you got any questions related to car modeling, car parts that I need to model, let me know. I did receive requests from somebody to do headlight for a car, but I found that there are so many tutorials online that already do that. If you have a very specific question about that, I would definitely look into that. But that said, this is our manifold. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. And if you don't want to miss out on future videos, a sub is very much appreciated. Okay, well, thanks for watching and see you guys next time. Bye.